Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. This is Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today we are talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. We are talking about MARTELL HOLT SIDECHICK. We are talking about coleslaw. We are talking about mashed potatoes. We are talking about somebody who now wants to have a YouTube. Listen to this nonsense, you guys. Listen to the nonsense.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Absolutely Airy. You want the latest tea? Come sit with me. Subscribe. Click the link in my bio now.
So there you have it. Now MARTELL HOLT SIDECHICK wants to have a YouTube. And guess what she's discussing, you guys? Guess what she's discussing? She is going to be discussing Love and Marriage Huntsville episode reviews. Remember the same Love and Marriage Huntsville that she said she's never watched before. She's never seen an episode before. She has no clue what happens on the show other than what MARTELL tells her or if somebody sends her a clip. I knew she watched the show from the beginning. She knows she watched the show. This is what I mean. How can you have a YouTube channel and you're a liar, and everything that you've said is a lie? Who is going to believe your content when there's too many receipts of you lying? And why are you reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville when you're not even the topic of conversation? So what is there to discuss? See, now that makes me think that the rumors of her potentially being on Love and Marriage Huntsville are fake news. I think that was set up to be put out there as another last-ditch effort to try to get her on the show, to get some feelers out there, to try to get all of us, to talk about it and gauge interest in this and that. But it backfired is the problem. So now that, we are going into season 4 and there's still not a way for the side chick to capitalize off of this, for her to make any money off of this, now she's finally doing a YouTube in the 11th hour. But why is she reviewing season 4 when there's nothing about her to discuss? And then the post itself is messy. It says, subscribe now, click the link in my bio. This has been long overdue. Stop listening to all the bloggers who don't know me or them and hear it straight out of my mouth. What? Who don't know me or don't know them. See, this is what I mean. It's the lack of intelligence for me. The facts, the lies, and the truth, calling all of my hashtag Arionettes. Remember Melody? She has the millimeters. Hashtag Arionettes. Okay. Hashtag boo babies, hashtag aunties, hashtag linebackers, hashtag haters. So basically what you're saying is you are discriminating against all kinds of people, right? If you are only looking for your Arionettes and your linebackers and your haters to tune in, which means you do not want any women who are beautiful, who have a sense of humor, who have things going on in their lives, who are not a side chick, who are classy, who are independent women who do not need a man, who do not need to sleep with a married man for 5 years, and people who have intelligence, who have discernment, who are mature, who are making moves in the game. This all seems like this is a setup from MARTELL himself, because nobody in the cast is telling MARTELL anything at this point, right? And Melody Shadi has refused to film with him, which her mom has confirmed. So if you can't film with Melody to try to gaslight her and manipulate her and everything else, what is this YouTube supposed to do exactly? Like, what is the point? Other than another avenue for the side chick to continue to bash Melody. That's what this really is about. This is really just a way for the side chick to try to earn some coins off of Melody's name. via Martell. But the problem is, like everything else that has been attempted, it is going to backfire. This is the same person who told you that she came from a 2-parent household in which said parents were never together. This is the same woman who told you she had a 5-year college career, you guys. Same one who dropped out of nursing school because she didn't understand fluid and electrolytes, which is like the basics in nursing school compared to some of the other stuff. Couldn't even articulate the things that you do in nursing school because she was probably too busy chasing after married Martell to give a crap. And he spit some whack game to her, made her think that her life was about to change, that she was about to be, a big time celebrity. She was about to be rich and famous and a multi-millionaire off of Melody Shadi's checks and hard work. And now that Martell is broke, because we still have not seen his living arrangements, you guys. Ever since this divorce, we have not seen his living arrangements. We see him either at his mom's house or wherever, but we never see where Martell is, right? So what ultimately is the point of all of this, you guys? Are you guys even going to look at this channel? Because I know I'm not. I'll tune into the other content creators who choose to watch and then react off of that, but I'm not giving her any views. Because here's the thing. This is, again, just adding more fuel to the fire for all of us Black content creators who talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville to just go after her even more, to dig up all of the receipts, all of the lies that she has told over the past few years, to debunk everything that she's saying. Because the problem that she has now is she's going to come across as a hater. Because prior to this, she made it seem like she was completely clueless about Love and Marriage Huntsville, but wanted to double down that Martell calling her a peasant, that, that was fake, that was scripted, and this and that, and still chose to make another baby with him after that, right? Because remember, she's been pregnant multiple times, the same as Melody, and ended up getting abortions. But then this last one decided to move forward and proceed. Like, I don't understand her thought process. I don't understand why she thinks that this is a good idea. This is only going to make matters much worse for her. She's going to get dragged even more. Her trying to dress up and look like Melody now, and then playing with, her child's tea set or what have you, trying to mimic Melody's, event that she has with the Melody Mimosas, like trying to think that she's going to be some sort of boss type of chick, and it's not going to work. You cannot upgrade a mistress. I'm sorry. You can't. A show about love and marriage, how do you feel that you are the authority to speak on it when you are the mistress? You aren't a wife. You aren't engaged to anybody. You still are technically hidden by Martell himself because other women have already come out and said that they're messing with Martell until they found out about you and this recent child. So, again, what do you think that this is going to accomplish? This is going to end badly for you, like everything else has. What happened to being suicidal? What happened to Love and Marriage Huntsville making you suicidal, that now you are going to be watching every episode to do YouTube reviews? This is what I mean. This is why it is important to have the intelligence to know the things that you say and do and your actions at all times. Because when you lack that self-awareness and people dig up those receipts on you, you look like an idiot. You look foolish. If you're so triggered and traumatized by Love and Marriage Huntsville that now you are going to watch every single Saturday night at 8 o'clock to see what's happening and do YouTube reviews and dissect everything that is going on with everyone on that show that is filming that show and getting a check off of that show, that you just said previously was making you suicidal? That you couldn't take it anymore? Why, again, if you were truly suffering and having mental health issues and suicidal, why would you go to something that triggers you? That's like the number one thing that any therapist or psychiatrist would tell you, is to avoid what is triggering that depression, to avoid what is triggering those kinds of thoughts. The fact that now you are even going to be more obsessed with Love and Marriage Huntsville than you already were previously, you're going to be more obsessed with Melody Shardy and trying to copy all of her moves. It just shows that once again, you keep trying to throw everything at us to see what sticks. You don't have a game plan. You are following whatever Martell tells you to do, and now he thinks that he has some sort of a scheme to where he can try to mold you into Melody. That's not how this works. You can't mold somebody who is self-made, who is educated, who is making boss moves on their own, who is getting all of these interviews, who is being recognized at by their school, who is getting all of these awards, getting all of these, opportunities to do guest speaking, who now has a music career, who now has another book coming out, who has a successful skincare line, who has a successful clothing line, and is already venturing into makeup products. You can't compete with that. You can't try to elevate yourself like that with Instagram boutique type of clothing and thoughtwear that even Fashion Nova looks better than what you're advertising. How are people going to take you seriously? And that's the thing. Nobody else in the cast has a YouTube, right? They're all being requested to do actual interviews with either other bloggers or publications or news stations because they're actually a part of the cast. They don't have to do a YouTube channel. If anything, they will interview with one of us to promote the show. But the fact that you, who said you were suicidal, is now going to be even further obsessed with the show tells me you have no shot of being on the show whether or not Melody Shardy stays on it. Because there is no way that any of the cast outside of Martell is going to film with you. Especially since your Tasha K interview where you basically were implying that Maurice and Marceau were also cheaters and that they were on a cheaters vacation in Atlanta with Martell, sharing an Airbnb together, and had linebackers at the house, according to you. So what else is there to actually spill, right? What else is there for you to say? But now that you don't have anything, this is your last-ditch effort, is to try to make some coin off of the show, because you still can't get on there. And if I'm Melody Shardy, Melody, if you're watching this, you need to get a gag order. Because Martell and his side chick are obsessed with you. And have been obsessed with you and are still trying to copy your moves. You need a gag order immediately. Because they're obsessed. And it needs to stop. It needs to stop. It needs to go away. They need to keep your name out of their mouths. Shout out to Will Smith. They need to keep your name out of their mouths. Because this is on another level. Melody is not even thinking about you guys. She's not even talking about you guys. She's not even interviewing about you guys. And you guys keep going with this obsession. And Martell, you can't try to dress up your side chick now to look like Melody. You can't have her give a similar nickname to her followers that Melody has already coined for hers. You can't insult your potential followers by completely excluding several types of people who weren't going to tune in anyways, but now are definitely not going to tune in because you've insulted them. That's not a way to start off as a content creator, by insulting people and talking bad about others and throwing out names and insults to other people. So this is going to be a hot mess. This is going to be more regurgitated lies from Martell because he's been blocked from filming with Melody. He has been blocked from trying to expose whatever tea does exist on Marceau and Maurice on the show. So all he has is his side chick to do his dirty work. But the problem is, this is going to do more harm than good. This is going to do more harm than good, and like everything else that's been attempted, like the Tasha K interview, like all of these lives and all of this nonsense, it has created nothing but more backlash. And still has not resulted on the side chick getting on a show. There was alleged that she was going to be on a Bravo reality TV show, still hasn't happened. Alleged that she's supposed to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville, still hasn't happened. So this is the last ditch effort to make coins off of the franchise. The same franchise that said made you suicidal. The same franchise that you said you never watched before. The same franchise that you said that was too triggering for you to watch, but somehow was able to be online immediately when the show was over and the credits were rolling, was somehow able to still comment on things that happened if you only had watched the episode in its entirety and not just from some clips from people. So how are your followers supposed to trust you when you can't even keep the lies straight? Make it make sense, you guys. Make it make sense. What do you guys think about this? I want your guys' feedback on the latest shenanigans going on by these schemes from Martell. Because I know it's Martell. I know it's Martell that's behind this. Because everything, every shot that you've attempted, you've missed. Because if you were getting on the show and getting a check, you wouldn't need a YouTube channel. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you need a YouTube channel and insult potential cast members that you're going to be working with? Like, make it make sense to me. If you were actually going to be on the show, why would you do that? Right? Because nobody's going to film with you. If you're literally creating a YouTube channel before you even get the opportunity, before you even get an actual contract, you're already alienating yourself from the cast, which has probably already happened, obviously since the Tasha K interview, but even more so now. So it doesn't make sense that you are going to be on the show if you are now going to use your YouTube platform to further insult the network, further insult the cast members, and further insult Oprah Winfrey. Because remember you said you had beef with Oprah and beef with the OWN network to stop using your likeness? Remember you said all of that? So how are you supposed to get a contract after that if you insult the network and the person who owns the network? Well, still sort of owns the network. She sold most of her shares, but still is a shareholder and everything else of the network. This is what I mean when people do not stop and think before they act or think before they say certain things that's going to come back to backfire in the future. Because if you were on the show, you wouldn't be going this hard, right? You wouldn't at all. You wouldn't create a whole new platform now to insult your potential coworkers. That doesn't make any sense. So that is all the thoughts that I have on this, you guys. I want to hear your guys' reactions. I want you guys to react to Martell Holt SIDECHICK now creating a YouTube channel to specifically discuss primarily Love and Marriage Huntsville and do reviews on Love and Marriage Huntsville. The same show that she claimed has her depressed, had her suicidal for several years, had her triggered, and everything else. So make it make sense. Please let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments on what you guys think of this potential YouTube channel, and will you be tuning in? Let me know what you guys think. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys again very soon.